Hello there, kindergarten writers. I'm so glad that you are here today and we are going to get to do some writing workshop together. On Tuesday, I told you that I had some exciting news to share with you, and so I would like to do that today for Writers Workshop. Before we start, I'm going to go ahead and review some of the things that we need to know to be successful in Writers Workshop, okay? The first thing is we need to know what good writers write about, all right? And good writers write about things that are real, okay? Things that have really happened in their life or that they've seen happen. Um, Good writers also write about something that is close to their heart. So, usually someone or something that they love or something that really inspires them. And writers write about things that give them strong feelings. And it doesn't always have to be happy feelings. It could be sad feelings or mad feelings or frustration or confusion or feeling sick. There are a lot of different feelings that we have inside our bodies and inside our brains, and you can write about any of them, okay? All right, so the next thing that you need to know about Writer's Workshop, and that I always want you to remember, is that what do good writers do? Okay, so the very first thing that good writers do is think until they have a really good idea about what they want to write about. All right, I've been thinking for a long time about what I want to share with you today, and so I've been doing my thinking. That may happen to you sometimes when we do our writer's workshop, is that you have something happen to you in your real life, and you go, oh, you know what? Next time we have writer's workshop, I can write about that. And you would be correct, okay? Things that happen to us every day are good things to write about in writer's workshop, okay? So I want you to think about that the next time that you get really happy or that you're really mad or really sad. Those are things that you can write about, okay? The next thing that you're going to do, and then I'm going to do and show you today, is a quick sketch, all right? You don't want a big fancy picture that takes you a whole long time. Okay, that's not how we do writer's workshop, okay? When you are writing a story in writer's workshop, the picture should be really quick. It's really just to take what is inside your mind that you know you want to write about and get the idea on paper. And the best way to do that is with a quick sketch, just a quick picture, okay? You're not going to color it. You're just using your pencil and you're getting it down on paper so that you don't forget about what you're going to write about that day, okay? The next thing you're going to do as a good writer is you're going to label it, okay? And then you're going to write your words, okay? So whenever we label it, it gives a much better idea, okay, to the person that's reading it, what that story that you're writing is going to be about, okay? So in kindergarten, our first steps are labeling. That is what we do, okay? And we use our letter sounds to make those word labels, and we do the best that we can. Because this is our first draft of a story, it does not have to be spelled correctly. You use your letter sounds, you sound it out, and I'm going to demonstrate how to do that today, okay? Because we've got a couple of different ways that we can do that, and you're going to figure out what works best for you and your mind and your writing. All right, when you think you're done, you've really only just begun, and that brings us to number 5, add details, okay? We set a timer in Writer's Workshop usually. And we give you a certain amount of time to work. Now, you don't want to spend that whole entire time doing your picture and then not write any words. Okay, that's not what Writer's Workshop is about. That would be called Drawing Workshop. We're not doing that. So we're going to make our quick sketch and we're going to label things. Now, if all you get done is labeling things today, you could always go back tomorrow when it's Writer's Workshop time or the next day when it's Writer's Workshop time, and you can come back to that same piece and add more to it, okay? So maybe today all I get done is labeling, but then I know what I want to write and then the time's up and then, or maybe I get done with everything today, or I think I'm done with everything, but I still have time, and then I can go back and add some more detail to my picture, to my label, or maybe I want to tell a little bit more of the story and what happened next, okay? So, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take this down, and we're going to get ready for a writer's workshop today, okay? All right, now for the exciting news that I have. I'm going to bring this up a little closer here. All right, I've got some exciting news. Some really cool stuff happened to me over the weekend. For a long time, I've been looking for a dog. All right, been wanting a dog. My other dog, I don't have that dog anymore, but I wanted a new dog. And yeah, the dog that I wrote about the last time, I was digging in my garden, right? Remember that? Well, that dog is gone now, but I got a new dog, and it's very, very exciting. And so that's what I've spent my weekend doing, is taking care of our new dog and making sure our new dog is happy in our home. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little bit on Writer's Workshop today what the expectations are and kind of how you're going to go about sharing your real life stories. And I'm going to do that by sharing one of mine. Okay. All right, so the very first thing that you're going to do is at the top of your paper, I have my students always write their names. So I'm going to write Mrs. Tan. I'm going to do that in nice handwriting. And then we're going to write the date, okay? And today would be, let's see, it is the 10th. So we're going to do 9, 10, and then it's 2020. So we're going to write the number 20, okay? So there we have my name and the date, okay? And then next, I'm going to create an area on here for my picture. And my picture is going to be up here, and my words will be below. Maybe your family wants to draw a line on your paper, designating where your picture is going to be, and then where you're going to write your words. Of course, your labels will be up here too. All right, so I am going to draw a picture, and let's see if you can figure out what this is. Now remember, it's a quick sketch, so it does not have to be perfect. How many of you are guessing already what might be going on here? Okay. Here's the little blanket. Here is me. I'm sitting on my couch. Remember, it's just a quick sketch, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Here, my legs are hanging down off the couch. And I am smiling because I'm super happy and I have my ponytail hanging out there. And over here, I have somebody new and special to me. Do you know who that is? It's my new dog, okay? Now, it doesn't have to be a perfect picture, all right? There's my new dog. It's 4 legs. That's me. And I'm on my couch, and I'm petting my brand new dog. And his name is Tiny Dog. Okay. All right. So I'm going to label my picture. See how fast that sketch is? And you can kind of look at it and go, oh, that picture tells a story. Mrs. Tan got a new dog. Yeah. And he's tiny. And his name's Tiny Dog. So I'm going to label myself first. So, and that's what I want you to do in your picture. And the way that we label ourselves, you can make like an arrow pointing to you. All right. And then you're going to write either your name, or I usually just write the word me, M-E. And then anybody that looks at my Writer's Workshop picture knows that that is me, okay? Then over here, put an arrow here. This is Tiny Dog. Tiny Dog is his name. Okay, so this is me, this is Tiny Dog. I could also label my couch. All right, so I could also make an arrow going to Tiny Dog, and I could put new dog, right? New pet. How about I do that? I put new pet. All right? So I am so excited. I am so happy. He is the sweetest dog I have ever known. And I want to write about that today because that is close to my heart. It is something that really happened and it gives me super strong feelings because I love him and it makes my heart happy and it's just been so much fun. Okay? So down here, I'm going to write my words, all right? And this is where sometimes I tell moms and dads about this. It is okay to use your letter sounds to write the words. We're not going to worry about spelling it exactly correctly, especially right now in kindergarten, because we just want to get very comfortable with our writing and get very confident with it and write down what is on our mind, okay? And if we're worried about spelling things too correctly, that slows us way down and we don't get our whole story out, okay? I have a friend who writes books for big kids and for grown-ups, and she has somebody that's called an editor. Yeah, she has a helper. And she writes and writes and writes and just gets all of her ideas out there. And then her editor helper goes back and helps her find words that she spelled wrong or mistakes that she made in the way that she wrote, just all kinds of things. So that's something that comes on later. Today, you're going to make your labels and then you're just going to write a sentence or maybe two about what your picture and your story is about today. All right. So I have two things that I want to tell you. All right. And that is I have a new dog and I love him. All right. And those are the two sentences that we're going to write today. All right. So whenever we're talking about ourselves, we're going to write a capital I because we're important people. And this is the beginning of a sentence. So I, and then anytime we have a new word, we need a finger space in between. All right. You can do your thumb. You can do a pointer finger. I have. All right. Let's listen to that word. Say it really slowly. Have. I'm using my roller coaster. That's the letter H. Oh, that's the letter A. Oh, the ending sound is a V. I have a. Well, that's a letter and it's a word, and I know how to write that. And then I'm going to go back and point and read so that I don't write the same word more than once and so I don't forget any of the words in my thoughts, okay? So I'm going to point and read each time I write a new word. I have a new, ooh. Well, n. See how I put a space in between my words? Ooh. Well, I saw an ooh sound written with two O's one time, so I'm going to write that. All right. I have a new dog. D-A-G. All right. I can stretch that out on my arm, too. I can use my roller coaster. I can stretch it out on my arm. D-A-G. I hear three-letter sounds. Finger space. D-A-G. Yeah, that looks like the word dog, all right. I have a new dog. Oh, but I need to show that my sentence is coming to an end, so I need to put a period right here. Okay? I have a new dog. Now, I've got a little bit of space here, so I could write I, because I have enough room for that. Love. Well, I don't have any room for the word love. So I'm going to go to the next line, okay? Love. Oh, I'm going to stretch that one on my arm. Love. I hear 3 sounds, or you could do your roller coaster. Love. Stretch it way out. L, v. All right. I have a new dog. I love him. M. M. Yep, I hear 3 sounds. Put your space. I. M. So you're going to use your letter sounds to write. Okay, and our time is almost up today. You're going to make sure that you write your name and the date. You're going to draw your quick sketch about something real, something that's close to your heart, something that gives you strong feelings so that you can be really inspired by your story. And then you're going to label it. You're going to label the things in your picture using your letter sounds. And then you can write 1 or 2 sentences to start today, okay? All right, does that sound good? I think you guys are going to do a great job with Writer's Workshop today. Thank you for letting me share this important story with you. If you have any questions for me about it, maybe once we get back to school, you can ask me about it, okay? All right. I hope you have a super great day. What I would like you to do next is after you listen to this video, okay, and listen to this lesson, then what you're going to do next is you're going to write your own story using these rules that we've learned for Writer's Workshop. And then I want you to post that story on Seesaw for your teacher to see, because I'm pretty sure that your teacher wants to know all of the great stuff that you are writing about, okay? Hey, thanks a lot, Writer's Workshop pals, okay? You are working hard and doing great, and I can't wait to see you the next time for Writer's Workshop. Bye-bye.